Hello Ninja Warriors, things are getting pretty intense and JEE Advanced is in quite a few days, right? And we are going to solve top questions from the high weighted chapter, that is matrices and determinants, right? But before I start, before I dive into the session, please let me know whether I'm perfectly audible and visible, and also please bring your notebooks because JEE Advanced mathematics questions you won't be able to solve without pen and paper, right? Okay, so yes, I can see Aditya, I can see Manoj, I can see Jana. Okay, like the class and share with your fellow JEE Advanced aspirants so that we can have maximum interaction and doubt solving over here. Okay, good evening Rajeshwari. Keep joining, keep coming and keep liking the session, okay? So I'm here with very amazing questions from matrices and determinant chapters that will actually not only give you concept clarity but also boost your confidence, and that will make you believe that yes ma'am, we can solve JEE Advanced questions, okay? All right, so yes, today's session is especially gonna be confidence booster session. Why? Because the process or the approach we are going to use in JEE Advanced question, and you will be amazed that okay, can we solve such difficult questions just by option elimination or just by like using some tips and hacks from mathematics, okay? So the session is going to be super duper intense, fun, and you will get maximum takeaway from this session, okay? Not only in terms of concepts but also in terms of some smartness, because sometimes when you're not able to get to the correct answer, then what happens is, what you can do is you can just use a little bit hacks or shortcuts to just eliminate such some options to get the final answer, right? Are we ready? Yes. Okay. So time is so its session is going to be 1 hour 10 minutes 15 minutes long, okay? All right, so because we are having only one chapter, matrices and determinants. All right, let us move on and talk about myself. So over here I have over 10 years of teaching experience in both online and offline. So I have taught many students who were preparing for JEE Main and Advanced, and I have got top selections in various colleges, you can see over here. Okay, all right, yes. So that's about it. And one more thing, so if you are actually looking for some great problems in mathematics, especially if you are looking for the pattern based problems, because you are aware in JEE Advanced you can see multi-select questions, you can see matrix type questions, you can see numerical based questions as well, okay? So these books will get you some amazing questions from all the chapters over here. This is JEE Advanced Rank Accelerator books, link is given in the description box. And trust me, for concept building, for confidence boosting, these books are must have for your JEE Advanced preparation, okay? All right, yes, okay, so all right, so let us start with the very first question. And the very first question is from JEE Advanced 2023. Yes, this is from JEE Advanced 2023. Okay, that is last year, 2023. Okay, all right, yes, clear. Okay, let me just fix my mic over here. Let me just keep with myself in my hand, okay? So let us understand, let us read the question carefully. You know what, I always say this, in mathematics, the very first few minutes of reading the question is very crucial, right? So if you read the question in rush or in hurry, what you will end up doing is you have to reread that question to understand it better, right? So the better way is to give some time for the question reading, read the question nicely, because anyway you are going to end up wasting your time in reading the question twice. So read the question carefully, slowly, okay? So let M is a ij where I, j is 1, 2, 3 be a 3 cross 3 matrix, okay? So basically M is a matrix. From here also we can just understand or extract this information that M is a 3 cross 3 matrix, right? They don't have to give it, but JEE Advanced being modest They are giving this as well. Okay, so M is a 3 cross 3 matrix. You understand how I read the question. Please, just don't go ahead and just don't jump into and just looking for the solution only. No. Just understand that how I approach the question, how slowly I read the question. Obviously, this is a class, so I'm gonna read it very slowly, but still, the question reading should be actually very, very attentive and focused. Okay, so M is a 3 cross 3 matrix. Aij is 1 if j plus 1 is divisible by 1, otherwise Aij is 0. Okay, so the first line, the moment I read first line, what I understood from the first and second half of the first line is only telling me that M is a 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay, and over here by reading this, I can sense that, okay, M has only 2 elements, either 1 or 0 depending upon this condition. So what I can do is, I can actually form the M matrix, 3 cross 3 matrix, just by this information. Okay, alright, so I'll be doing that, but let's proceed and understand what they are asking. Then which of the following statements are true? So this is a multi-select question. Please understand, this is MSQ multi-select question, and trust me, multi-select questions are the most difficult ones. Right? Multi-select questions are the most difficult ones, difficult than your matrix match as well. So I will highly recommend that please focus first on single correct, then matrix, then numerical, and then multi-select questions, right? 1 or 2 questions, it may happen that question nature is easy, but the pattern wise, if I talk about pattern wise, multi-select questions are the most difficult ones. Why? Because even if you get like 2 correct answers, but if you're not sure about third, you might end up losing marks, right? So that's why it is very tricky. Okay. Alright, so now what they are asking, all 4 options are correct. So basically multi-select questions are nothing but 4 different questions over here. But this question I would mark it as an easy question, not a very difficult question. Question wise it is easy, but pattern wise it is also difficult. Okay. So now first question is, M is invertible or not? So we know that invertible are those matrix are invertible whose determinant is non-zero. If determinant M is non-zero, then option A is true. Okay, and if you carefully observe M minus 2i, these A and D are very easy. JEE main level questions, A and D, right? So you have to form the M, and M minus 2a is invertible, right? That means what they are saying is M minus 2i determinant is non-zero. If it is non-zero, then we can find the inverse. Otherwise, inverse is not possible. Right, getting it? Very first question. Very first question, A and D are absolutely easy. Okay, we can check A and D. So let us quickly form M determinant. Okay, M matrix. So what they are saying is Aij if j plus 1 is divisible by I. So if I and j both are 1, then what will happen? J is 1, so 2 is divisible by 1. Definitely 2 is divisible by 1. Okay, so 2 is divisible by 1, that means this will be 1. Okay, if j is, so Aij, okay, Aij, so A12, so 3 is also divisible by 1 and 4 is also divisible by 1. So first row will be having 1, 1, 1. Now what about this particular element? So this is going to be A21, right? So over here, I is 2 and j is 1. So I is 2 clearly and j is 1. So if j is 1, 2 is divisible by 1. Definitely 2 is divisible by 1. So that's why here also we will be having 1. Okay, this is your 1. 3 is divisible by 2. No, otherwise it is 0. 4 is divisible by 2, 1. Right? Okay. So this is how you are going to form your M matrix. Okay. So M matrix 1, 0, 1, clear. And last we are going to have what? 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0. How are we going to get? So this is your A31, A32, A33. So your I is 3. Now 2 is divisible by 3? No. Because j is 1. So j is 1. So 2 is divisible by 3? No. Okay. Then 3 is divisible by 3, yes, and 4 is divisible by 4 is 0, so this is going to be 0. So that's how your M is going to be like this. This is your M. Understood how I figured out the value of M matrix? Very easy. Formation of M is very easy. Okay. Now determinant M we need to figure out quickly. So the moment I find M, what do I get? 1. This is going to be minus 1. And then minus 1, this is going to be okay, plus 1. And then 1, this is going to be okay. All right. 1 second. The determinant value can be easily calculated by this. So yes, this is A32, right? So this is going to be minus 1 and this is going to be 1 minus 1. So this is going to be 0. Oh, so determinant M is coming out as 0. If determinant M is coming out as 0, what does that mean? That A is definitely incorrect. M is not invertible. Okay, M is not invertible. All right, clear? Okay, M is not invertible. That is the first thing I'm gonna get. Now M is 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Let us check the option D. So for that, M minus 2i will be equals to what? So you have to actually keep rest of the elements same except the diagonal elements. So that is going to be 1, 1, then 1, 1, and then 0, 1, right? So 1, 1, then we have 1, 1, then we have 0, 1, right? And the diagonal elements, what we have to do is we have to subtract 1 from the diagonal elements. So this is going to be 0, minus 1, minus 1. So 0, minus 1, minus 1, right? So what did we do is we did nothing, just, minus 2 we have to subtract, right? So minus 2 if I am going to subtract M minus 2i. So this is going to be minus 2, then minus 2, then minus 2. So this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 2. Yes, minus 1, minus 2, minus 2. Right? So M minus 2i, so we are going to write M over here, minus twice of I. I is what? 1, 1, 1, 1. Rest everything is 0, 0, 0. Right? So if we perform this, we are going to get this. Now, what we need to do is we need to just expand this. So 0. 0 will be 0. Minus 1, then we are going to have minus 2. And plus 1, we are going to have 1. That's it. So we are going to have plus 2. So 3. Okay. Let me check. Is it coming out as 3? M minus 2i. Let me check. M minus 2i is minus 1, minus 2, minus 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. This is minus 1. I made a mistake over here in copying. Yes, this is minus 1. So this is going to be minus 1, 4, minus 1. So minus 3 will be there. Okay. First element would be minus 3. Yes. So this is going to be 0. Okay. M minus 2i is also, yes, sorry. But because of copying, I wrote incorrect. Okay, M minus 2i, very easy to calculate. But this is it. And you are going to get a 0 over here. That means D is also incorrect. Can you see? Determinant of this is coming out as 0. What does that mean? That D is also incorrect. D is also incorrect. Why? Because determinant of M minus 2i is coming out as 0 only. That's why it is not invertible. But D option is saying it is invertible. I hope that this is clear. Okay. Now B and C. One by one we will understand B and C. So what they are saying in B option is there exists a non-zero column matrix. Non-zero column matrix such that M times this column matrix is equals to this. M times this column matrix is equals to this. Okay. So we need to actually solve this particular equation. Let us do that. Option B. So we are having 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Correct? This is our M matrix. This is what is our M matrix. Now we have to multiply M matrix with what? This. A1, A2, A3 to get this. So M times 1 0 1 0 1 0 m times a1 a2 a3 will give me what? Minus a1 minus a2 minus a3, and this matrix should be non-zero matrix. So there exists a non-zero matrix such that this is possible. So let us solve it. Okay, let us check whether it is non-zero or not. That's what we need to check. So row number 1 and column number 1. So a1 plus a2 plus a3. This is the first element of this particular matrix, and this is going to be equal to minus a1. So what do I get? 2a1 plus a2 plus a3 is equals to 0. So first element I'm gonna get this. Second element, now row number 2, column number 1. So a1 plus a3. a1 plus a3 will give me 0. And what about this and this? a1 plus a3 will give me minus a2, sorry. So this is going to be minus a2. So what we are going to get is a1 plus a2 plus a3 is equals to 0. This is the second thing. Now what is third thing? So this multiply this. So clearly a2, right, this is 0, this is a2, this is a3. Clearly a2 is what? 0. So from here I'm going to get a2 is equals to minus a2. a2 is equals to minus a2. This implies 2a2 is equals to 0. So a2 is actually coming out as 0. The moment I see a2 0, what do I get? If I see a2 0, what do I get? Right, if a2 is 0, from here if a2 is 0, 2a1 plus a3 is 0 and a1 plus a3 is also 0. So 2a1 plus a3 is equals to 0 and a1 plus a3 is coming out as 0. If I subtract, what do I get? a1 is also 0. Okay, एक second. a2 is 0 and yeah, a1 plus a3 is 0. Correct. So what we are going to get is a1 plus a3 is 0. So what we are going to get is a1 is equals to minus a3. Yes, a1 is equals to minus a3 is what we are going to get. Okay, a1 is equals to minus a3. What does it mean? Right, so a2 is coming out as 0 and a1 and a3 are having opposite sign. What does that mean? That means that this column matrix, so one matrix I can see this is so definitely 0. If I mark it 1 and if it is minus 1, then I can get the answer over here. Yes, this could be 1, this could be, basically these two should be opposite sign, then only this thing will be correct. Okay, so what we are going to get is option B is absolutely correct. There exists a non-zero column matrix such that this will be equals to this. Option B is absolutely right. Okay, and now what about option C? Please understand this. Option C is saying that set X belongs to R cube. What is R cube? All real values of X. Right? All real values of X. Where, so the set X, Mx is equals to 0 is not equal to 0. Okay, so can you see this set X is not equals to 0. Right? The set X is non-zero set. Okay, the set X is non-zero set. What is this? This is Mx equals to 0. So this is basically a homogeneous equation. So how do we solve a homogeneous equation? Mx is equals to 0. So if determinant M is equals to 0, then we are going to get a unique solution. Sorry, non-zero pe unique solution. And if determinant M is equals to 0, then what do we get? Infinite solution. There is no scope of no solution in case of homogeneous. So if determinant M is 0, then we are looking for no solution. Solution for what? This X. So this X will be having, sorry, infinite now. So X will be infinite solutions, right? So this X matrix will be having infinite values. Okay, this X matrix can be x1, y, x, y, z. So X will be having infinite values. Can you see option C is absolutely right? It is non-zero. Option C is absolutely correct. Okay, all right. Yes, Ragukik, that's what I wrote na. Ma'am, A2 is equals to minus A3. अच्छा ऐसा हो गया क्या? A2 is minus A3 क्या? No, A1 is equals to minus A3, correct? See, this is your M. and this is your that matrix. If you multiply this, A1 plus A2 plus A3 will be equals to minus A1. This multiply this will be A1 plus A3. So A1 plus A2 plus A3 will be 0, and this multiply by this. So A2 is equals to minus A2. So that's why A2 is coming definitely out as 0. Right? Okay. Clear? Okay, this means A1 and minus A3 are equal. So this is non-invertible. Okay, because m minus 2i is coming out as 0. All right. Okay, so that means this is option C. B and C both are correct. Yes, B and C both are correct. All right. Clear? Okay. So this is what your first question is. But I always say that multi-select questions are the most difficult ones, because even if you crack 2 options, now there are 2 more to go. So basically this multi-select question is combination of 4 questions. Okay. All right. Yes. So that's what I wanted to make you aware about. So that you target only those pattern based questions which you are confident on. Now we are having again another question from JEE Advanced 2023. And trust me, this question will boost your confidence. So this question looks like that so many things are happening. Matrices, matrix match type, match the column type question is there. But again, match the column type question actually gives you some liberty in eliminating the options. Okay. All right. Yes. So first of all, let us understand what type of question. So system of linear equations. Do you understand system of linear equations? Shall I revise thoda sa? Okay. Shall we revise system of linear equations? So yes. So for non-homogeneous, that means for such type of non-homogeneous. For non-homogeneous, what do we say? So for non-homogeneous, that non-homogeneous means you will see the constants involved over here, right? So x, y, z, you will see 3 equations, x, y, z, but on the right hand side, constants will be there, so non-homogeneous. So delta, if it is not equal to 0, then you are going to get unique solution. Okay. And if delta is equals to 0, then there are 2 possibilities, either no solution or infinite solution. So for no solution, at least one of the rest of the deltas, that is either delta x or y or z, at least one should be non-zero. But for infinite solution, all should be 0, including this. Okay. So delta equal to 0, sorry. For non-zero unique solution, for equal to 0, either no solution or infinite solution. And in infinite solution, all the remaining determinants should be equal to 0. But for no solution, at least one should be non-zero. Okay. This is what your overall concept involved over here is. Okay. All right. Okay. Now let me just remove it and let me just calculate delta from here. So delta will be what? 1, 2, 1. Then 1, 0, alpha. Please calculate delta carefully because there is no term related to y. That's why I have written 0. Then 2, minus 3 and beta. Let us check what is happening. If it is 0 or non-zero, depending upon, we'll talk about this later. Okay. So 1, 0. So this is 3 alpha. Minus 2. Beta minus 2 alpha. Then plus 1. We are going to have minus 3. And this is going to be 0. Okay. So clearly 3 alpha plus 4 alpha, 7 alpha minus 2 beta is equals to 3, or 7 alpha minus 3, 1 by 2 will give me beta. Okay. All right. All right. So now we have understood. Can you see the list over here? Beta is equals to half of 7 alpha minus 3. Beta not equal to half. Only these 2 things are written. Okay. So we can just clearly just segregate over here. So if beta is equals to these, that means delta will be equal to 0. Delta 0, so either no or infinite solution. Okay. So if beta is equal, then either no solution, P and Q will go with no or infinite solution. Please understand. and R and S will go with definitely unique solution. Unique solution. So let us just understand and talk about option elimination over here. So yes, R and S, unique solution, will match with R and S, both will match with either 1, okay, and yes, so 2 and 3 cannot match with R. Then 4 or 5 can also, 1, 4, 5, R is also 1, 4, 5 and S is also 1, 4, 5. P and Q are no or infinite solutions, so 2 or 3, right? So 2, 3 and yes, 2, 3. And also 4, 5 can also happen in case of P and Q. Okay? 4, 5 can also happen. Now let us have a look at the options. So P is either 3 or 2, right? P is either 3 or 2. So if I go with the P is either 3 or 2. Okay. P is either 3 or 2. Okay, so no need of writing 4 or 5. So P is either 3 or 2. Okay, what about Q? Let us go to the Q. So Q over here is 2 or 1. Q is, in the options they are giving Q is either 2 or 1. Let me go back to 1. 1 means unique solution. Okay, so unique, no. This means delta equals to 0. It can't be unique solution. So Q is, in the options they are giving 1 or 2. So Q is definitely 2. Right? Q is definitely 2. Q is matching with 2 for sure. Right? That we have observed by option elimination. Right? Understood? Yes? Okay. Alright. So if I go to Q is matching with 2. What does that mean? C is wrong. C is wrong because Q cannot match with 1 and this is also wrong. So only this and this are correct. Okay. And in both the options S is 4. So we don't have to check 4. Right. P is already 3. This we have done. Q is already 2. This we have done. S is 4. This we have done. Only thing which will give me my answer is either R is 1 or 5. We need to check. R is matching with 1 or 5, that we need to check. R, where is R? So yes, 1 or 5. 1 means a unique solution. Definitely, it is going to give me a unique solution. Okay. Alright, R is 1. Definitely 1 is the answer. What about 5? So for 5, we have to check. Now it is very obvious that R will match with 1 because it is definitely a unique solution. Okay. So without even solving, I can mark A as the correct answer. Right? A as the correct answer. To make sure that 5 is not the answer and 5 is not the, this is wrong. R is not equal to 5. Let me just show you one more thing over here. So R says alpha is equals to 1. What is R trying to say is alpha is 1. Right? Alpha is 1. So let us put alpha equals to 1 and let us check for these values. X equals to minus 15 if I put very first equation. So minus 15, y is equals to minus 2, so minus 4. Minus 15 minus 4 plus 0. Plus 0 is equals to 7. Is it correct? Is it correct? So minus 15 minus 4 and z is 0. No, it is not correct. It is not satisfying. That's why R matching with 5 is incorrect. R cannot match with 5. So that's why 1 is the correct answer. By option elimination we have done. Only by option elimination, can you see? We have only solved one thing, which is what? This. Delta. That's it. Right? Just by option elimination we did it. Okay. But I will show you the complete solution. What if that because of the nature of the options we are able to do that? Because sometimes what happens is we are not able to reach to the answer by looking at the option, depending upon the nature of the option. Okay. All right. I hope that this is clear now. And now we will solve the question nicely and we will understand that how to tackle such questions. Okay. So I'll show you. First thing. Okay. I'll show you the solution. Okay. So first of all, we have calculated delta and we have realized that delta equal to 0. So option P is this. If B is equals to this, that means delta is 0. Okay. And gamma is equals to 28. In the very first, okay, gamma 28 is also we can see over here. What does gamma 28 mean? So if I talk about gamma 28, so let us calculate del z. Let us calculate del z. For del z, what we need to do is, these two things will be same, 1, 1, 2, 2, 0, minus 3, and this is 7, 11 and gamma. Let us calculate this. So 1, 0, and then so this is 33 minus 2, then we are going to get gamma minus 22. Then plus 7 minus 3 is equals to 0. So 33 plus 44 minus 2 gamma is equals to 21. So we are going to get 77 minus 21 is equals to 2 gamma. So gamma is coming out as 28. Okay, so what does that mean? That del z will be equal to 0 when gamma is 28. Okay, so one more information we have received, that from here del z is 0. Del z is 0. Del z is 0, that means z equals to 0 is the solution. It can be the one of the solution. And if this is, so here also can you see del z 0 and this is del z non-zero. Okay, so if del z non-zero and this is also del z non-zero. Okay, can you see? Del 0. Del 0 means what? Infinite or no solutions. Okay, Q. If I talk about Q, del z equals to 0, that means infinite or no solution. Del z non-zero matlab no solution, because at least one of them is non-zero. If delta is 0 and even one determinant is coming out as non-zero, then we can clearly say that this is no solution. So that's why clearly Q is matching with 2. Q is matching with 2. And if Q is matching with 2, P will match with 3 infinite solutions, right? Okay. So P and Q are sorted and this will actually be both unique solution. We just need to check that either this or this or this is the solution. For R and S, what you have to do is you have to just, so Z, both Z is 0, right? So this is Z non-zero, this is Z non-zero. So definitely R will match with 1. How? Now please understand this one by one, okay? So this is del 0 and del z 0. Del 0 means no solution or infinite solution. Del z 0 also indicate no or infinite solution, right? This is P. Now what about Q? Del equals to 0, del z non-zero. That means definitely Q will match with 2. Right? This is definitely no solution. What about this? Del not equals to 0 and del z, which is what? Del z non-zero. Del z non-zero, this implies z is also not equals to 0. That means R is what? Unique solution, but 4 and 5 are incorrect for R. So only R will match with 1. Okay. Alright. And this is what? Yes. So clearly this is del not equals to 0. That will give you unique solution. And if, so here del z is 0, this implies z is 0. For this you have to check. For this you have to check that 4 and 5, either 4 or 5 can be correct. Okay, so 5 if you check. So clearly the moment you put x equals to minus 15 and y equal to 4. X equals to minus 15, y 4, z 0. Okay, first equation is going to satisfy. What about second equation? So this is minus 15 and 0. So your second equation is not gonna satisfy, okay, right? So this is not satisfying, this is still getting satisfied, okay, all right. So first equation is not satisfying by this, okay. So 4 or 5, both are incorrect for R and S. So S over here will match with what? 4 is correct for, yes, 4 is correct for your S, correct? How? So 4. Alpha equals to 1, you just put 4. Let us check 4 for S. 4 and S checking. Right? So x equals to 11. Then we have minus 4 is equals to 7. Yes. First is getting satisfied. What about second? 11 plus 0 is equals to 11. Second is also getting satisfied. What about third? So 22 plus 6 plus beta z. Okay. Plus beta z. So this is anyway going to be 0. And this is going to be gamma which is 28. Yes, definitely it is matching. So S is matching with 4. Okay. All right. Clear? So we did this question in 2 ways. One way, simply option elimination. Another way, one by one, we are just directly hitting that exactly what is matching with P. right? And we are reaching to the answer. What is matching with Q? What is matching with R? What is matching with S? Okay, exact thing we are approaching. Okay, all right. I have explained now system of linear equation already just before the question I have explained. Yes, we'll give you schedule Raghu. Okay, I have seen your query. Okay, so A option is absolutely correct for this particular question. Now we are having again another question from JEE Advanced 2023 only. Yes, this is from JEE Advanced 2023. Okay, all right. Okay, this is also not a very difficult question. Not a very difficult question. Okay, so let us understand. Determinant M denotes the determinant of square matrix M. First line is very clear. Okay, now G is the function whose domain is first quadrant and codomain is all real, and G is defined by this: f of theta, f of pi by 2 theta minus 1. Okay, what is f of theta? The moment I see f of theta, I am so scared. Are you scared too? F of theta, the moment I look, two determinants, theta, theta, theta. And once we calculate f of theta, we have to plug in the value of f of theta in g of theta. Oh my god. But there are some questions which look giant, bigger, right? And also, once we solve it, can you see? Now they are attaching matrices with the quadratic equation concept. But please understand, this question is not at all difficult. Even, in fact, you will realize this is an alpha question. Okay? If you observe carefully, can you see this is sine pi? Sine pi is 0. Minus cos pi by 2. Oh my god, this is also 0. Tan pi is also 0. So this is useless. Can you see JEE Advanced is playing with your brains? They are just making the question bigger, right? Nothing else. So if they are adding, like, let's make question bigger, that means question is not having any like power or strength. The question is already done, decoded, bye bye, tata, right? Because they have to make this question tough. The question is actually not that tough. Obviously they have pressure because they can't keep every question tough. They will have to keep some easy questions as well. So this is what is an easy question, I would say. Matrices determinant, I will highly recommend. This is a scoring chapter in JEE Advanced. Okay, understood? All right. Now can you see this is 0? So f of theta is only this. Can I calculate f of theta? Let me just do it over here. F of theta, very easy question. F of theta is 1 by 2 and we are having 1 plus sine square theta. Okay. All right. And now we are having minus sine theta. Then we have minus sine theta plus sine theta. Okay, so this is going to give me 0 over here. And last we are going to have 1 sine square theta plus 1. So plus 1 plus sine square theta. So f of theta is going to be 1 by 2 and 2 1 plus sine square theta. Oh my goodness. F of theta is nothing but 1 plus sine square theta. Okay, f of theta is 1 plus, very easy. That means this whole picture is a scam. JEE Advanced has done a scam, right? Just to like make question look bigger, they have just did this. Else what they could have done is directly they have written f of theta is 1 plus sine square theta. Are you understanding my point? This is not making any sense. This is only the Gadha Majduri we call in Hindi, Gadha Majduri. Gadha Majduri is like you are still doing work but it is not making any sense. Okay, but they are just making you work. So this f of theta is coming out as 1 plus sine square theta. Understood? Now the moment I write f of pi by 2 minus theta, what would that be? F of pi by 2 minus theta. So that will be 1 plus cos square theta. Correct? Now if I plug in the values over here, what would be the g of theta? So 1 plus sine square theta. Can you see? 1 plus sine square theta minus 1 plus 1 plus cos square theta minus 1. Can you see 1, 1, 1, 1 getting cancelled out? So mod sine theta plus mod cos theta is your g of theta. What is g of theta? Mod sine plus mod cos. This is your g of theta. Okay, so let us just understand the question. Now, so this is g of theta. Now we are having actually two questions involved. One from matrices, second from quadratic, and there is actually a bridge between those two questions. Okay. Px be a quadratic polynomial whose roots are the maximum and minimum values of g of theta. Okay. So the other half of the question is talking about a quadratic equation whose roots are maximum and minimum value of g of theta. Okay. So g of theta is clearly mod of sine theta plus, please do not forget the modulus, otherwise you will do absolutely incorrect. Okay, so maximum value of this particular thing will happen when theta is equals to pi by 4. So g of theta max value will give you root 2. 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2, 2 by root 2, that is root 2. Now g of theta min. For g of theta min, you have to put theta in first quadrant only. Can you see? Because beginning may they have shown first quadrant. So either you put 0 or pi by 2, then only you will get. So either 0, either theta is 0 degree or pi by 2 at both the points. G theta min value is 1. Now we are having a quadratic equation whose roots are 1 and whose first root is 1, second root is root 2. So p of x is decoded, and also what they are giving is p of 2 is 2 minus root 2. So p of 2 is 2 minus root 2. Let us use it to find the value of a. P of 2. So p of 2 is a, 2 minus 1, 1, 2 minus root 2. And this value they are giving is 2 minus root 2. So can you see a is coming out as 1? A is 1. So matlab p of x is what? X minus 1 and x minus root 2. Now let us check the options. What are they trying to ask? Okay. So they are giving us some values. They are giving us some values, and on these values they are asking whether your function is positive or negative. Okay. So what we can do is we can use method of intervals. Very easy. So one root is 1. Another root is root 2. Okay. This is 1.4 something. Okay. So my p of x will remain because leading coefficient is positive. So it is positive, negative and positive. So if the value of x lies, which is greater than 1.4, so the value will be positive. P of x value will be positive. If the value of x lies between 1 and 1.4, then negative, and below 1, then it is what? Positive again. So yes, so we need to calculate the range over here. 3 plus root 2 by 4. So 3 plus 1.4 by 4. So 4.4 by 4. 3 plus root 2 by 4, correct? Yes. So obviously this is 1.1. 1.1 actually, if you see method of intervals, lies over here. So that means negative. So option A is correct. Multi-select question, please understand this is a multi-select question. Which of the following are true? Then what about this? So yes, if I calculate 1 plus 3 root 2, that means 3 into 1.4. So 3 4s are 12 and 4.2 by 4. So this is actually 5.2 by 4. So this is 1.43 is 1.3 again. 1.3 actually lies where? 1.3 lies over here below, like towards the left of 1 by between these two values 1 and 1.4. So again it will give us negative. So but the question option B is incorrect because it is showing positive. Okay. What about this 5 root 2? So 5 into 1.4 minus 1 by 4. 5 4s are 20. So 6 by 4. That is approximately 3 by 2. Greater than root 2. This value is greater than root 2. So positive? Yes. Option C should be positive. Because if my value lies greater than root 2, so it will show me positive value. Okay, and last, let us check the last thing over here. 5 minus root 2 by 4. 5 minus 1.4 by 4. So this will give us what? 3.6 by 4. So this is 0 point something. That is before 1. Before 1, value will be positive. So D is wrong. Can you see before 1, all the values will be positive. So it is wrong. So now we can say that A and C are the only correct option. B and D are absolutely wrong. Okay. A, D, C are correct. D, how D is correct? 5 minus root 2. So the value is 3.61. No. D can't be correct. Okay. Only can you see? Yes. So yes, this is your P of 2. P of X is this. So clearly A and C are correct. Okay. All right. Yes. Clear. Okay. Now let us move on to the next problem. Next problem, are we ready? Okay, so we are having again matrix type, and this is from, by the way, JEE Advanced 2022. They have actually repeated some pattern. Can you see that we have solved one question, system of linear equations? It was actually important for your JEE main examination as well, and it is important from your JEE Advanced perspective. Why? Because in 2023 they are giving a question from system of linear equations. And in 2022 also they are giving a system of linear equations. Okay. All right. Understanding? This is actually very important point over here. So yes. First of all, you can see that this is again non-homogeneous type of equation. In non-homogeneous, you can see some constant. Although this is 0, but this is 1. So if all three constants are 0, then we will call it as homogeneous. If anyone is non-zero, then we will call it as non-homogeneous. This is non-homogeneous, okay? What they are giving is P, Q, R, be non-zero real numbers respectively. 10th, 100th and 1000th term of harmonic progression. Okay. Yes. So what they are telling us is that 10th, 100th and 1000th term of a harmonic progression are given by P, Q and R respectively. Consider system of linear equations over here. So this is first, this is second, this is third. Okay. And now what they are giving is three types of things are giving. Q by R is equals to 10. Then what will happen? P by R not equal to 100. P by Q not equal to 10. P by Q equal to 10. Okay. So first of all, let me just write, this is first. First is what? PQ by R equals to 10. Q by R equals to 10. Second, P by R not 100. Third is what? P by Q not 10. And fourth will be P by Q equals to 10. These are the four cases over here. Okay. And also one more thing. This. What about this? If I just take this into consideration. So first equation is pretty clear. Second is pretty clear. Third. If I divide the whole equation by PQR, what do I get? So X upon P plus Y upon Q plus Z upon R is equals to 0. This is your third equation. Okay. So this is actually better looking equation. We have just simplified this. Now this is first, this is second and this one is third. You can just forget this. Okay. All right. Now P is 10th term of HP. So P is 10th term. So if P is 10th term, so overall P will be what? 1 upon A plus 90 and Q will be 1 upon A plus, because this is 100th term. So 99D harmonic progression, and R will be equals to 1 upon A plus 999D. Okay. All right. So Q by R is equals to 10. Q will be what? 1 upon A plus 99D and R will be A plus 999D, 1 upon. Right? This is equals to 10. Let us solve it out. A plus 999D will be equals to 10a plus 99 into 0d. So this is going to be 9a and this is going to be 9d. Okay. So A is coming out as equals to D in first matrix type. Okay. So this is A equals to D. Second, similarly, let us solve the second part. P by R is not 100. P is what? 1 upon. So this is 1 upon A plus 9D and R will be A plus 999D, that is 100. Okay, let us cross multiply. A plus 999D will be equals to 100A plus 900D. So this is going to be 99A is equals to 99D, not equal, sorry, not equal. So that means A is not equals to D. Acha, part 2 is saying A not equals to D. What about part 3? P by Q not 10. P by Q not 10. What is P? 1 upon A plus 9D. And what is Q? A plus 99D is equals to 10, not equal to. So A plus 99D is equals to 10A plus 90D. Right? So you are going to get 9A is equals to 9D, not equal, not equal. So A not equals to D. Acha, third is saying A not equal to D. Can you see third and fourth are same? So this will say, if this is not equal, this will say A is equals to D. Okay, all right, all right. So this is A not equal to D again, and this is A equals to D. We have decoded the equations at least by now. Okay, not a very difficult task. What do you think? Was it difficult to get these conditions from this? Okay, and now this. X by P, Y by Q, Z by R. Because can you see first and second equations are sorted. Third equation has a problem because third equation is involving 1 by P, 1 by Q, 1 by R. So can I just solve the third equation in terms of A and D? Right? So X by P plus Y by Q plus Z by R is the third equation. P, Q, R, let us put the value. So this is 10th term, A plus 9D times X plus A plus 100th term, 99D Y and A plus 999D Z equals to 0. Also, one more thing, X plus Y plus Z is given as 1 and 10X plus 10Y, sorry, 100Y plus 1000 Z is 0. And third is this equation, right? If I carefully observe over here, so I'm gonna get 9D, 99D and 999D. Okay, 9, 99, 999. So if I take D common, if I talk about this, if I take D common, X plus Y plus Z, okay, plus 9, if I take D common, not 9, if I take D common, अरे hang हो गया क्या? If I take D common, so let's take D common. D common if I take, what do I get? 9X plus 99Y plus 999Z is equals to 0. Right? Can I take help from the second? X plus X. This is 99Y plus 999Z and plus X plus Y plus Z is equals to 0. So basically 9X plus 99Y plus 999Z is equals to minus X minus Y minus Z equals to 0, and this is A, X plus Y plus Z. Okay, so if I take X plus Y plus Z common, what do I get? A minus D and X plus Y plus Z is equals to 0. Okay, all right. So this is equation. Oh, अरे ये क्या हो गया? Sorry. हाँ, stuck. Yes. I am back. Okay. So let me just show you what I did. Till now, what we have done over here so far, not a very difficult question. So yes, First of all, there are two things going on over here. First is this. All the options are Q by R equal to 10, P by R not 100, P by Q not 10, P by Q equal to 10. So let us decode this one by one by assuming P, Q and R over here. So this is your P because it is what? 10th term of HP. 100th term of HP and 1000th term of HP. Just plug in the value, solve it. So basically what you are going to get is first and fourth are having same thing. A is equals to D, A is equals to D. Second and third are A is not equal to D. Are you getting my point? Yes? Okay. And now, the third thing is this, the third equation over here. So the third equation is, so we have to divide the third equation by PQR. So that you can get 1 by P, 1 by Q, 1 by R. Now 1 by P can be replaced by 1 upon A plus 90 and similarly Q and R. So if I replace 1 by P, I will get this is 1 by P, 1 by Q, 1 by R. Now AX, AY, AZ, let us take aside, and 9X, 9Y, 99Y, 999Z, D if I take common. So if this is our thing over here, so can I just see the second equation? Second equation is what? 10X, 100Y, 1000Z. Can I take help from this? So this is 9X, 99Y, 999Z plus X plus Y plus Z. So 9X, 99Y, 999Z can be written down as minus X minus Y minus Z. And if I take X plus Y plus Z common, so this is your third equation. So modification of third equation is what you are having over here. Rest everything will be fine. Let me just show you. Yes. So this is nothing but A minus D and X plus Y plus Z equals to 0. Okay. Now we are looking for whether this now. So clearly, if A is equals to D, then what will happen is the coefficient of the third will be 0. Are you getting my point? If you make a determinant delta, A is equals to D, then coefficient of X, Y and Z will become 0. So delta will become 0. And if delta becomes 0, then what will happen? Either no solution or infinite many solution. Okay. Alright. So if delta is coming out as 0, then what will happen? This will be 0 and X plus Y plus Z is equals to 0, right? So if I go by the options, let us have a look at the options. So 1 and 2, sorry, A and B, 1 ka either T or Q is the correct answer. Can you see by the options? 1. Option 1 is having either T or Q. Option 4 is T or R. Let me go back. Option 1 is having either T or Q. So T or Q. And option 4 is having what? Option 4, let us talk about option 4. T or R. Okay. T or R. So T or R. Yes. So by looking at the first and fourth, we are actually not able to get any particular answer. Because everything can be right. If A is equals to D, no solution can be true, infinite solution can be true. So if no and infinite solution can be true, so for infinite P, Q, R, S, T. So basically for option 1, P, Q, R, S, T, everything could be correct. And same as this is P, Q, R, S, T. So basically first and fourth, we are not able to make certain conclusion over here. But what about second and third? So second and third definitely will have what? If A is not equal to D. Understand? If A is not equal to D, then X plus Y plus Z has to be 0. So in both the cases, what will happen is X plus Y plus Z has to be 0. And can you see the first equation? First equation is X plus Y plus Z equal to 1. So second and third will definitely have no solution. So there is no other option. S and S is correct for second and third both. Right? This is very strict over here. And which option is giving me second and third as S is only B option. So clearly B option is correct. This is from option elimination method. We have actually done nothing, just eliminated the options over here. Are you getting my point? Yes. But now what if What if they give some options wherein second S, third S is given in any of the other as well, another option as well. So we have to be very clear conceptually as well, right? So over here, yes. So over here, what we can do is we can just, yes, check. Can you see? We can just check for this Q and we can check for P as well. Right, check for P and check for Q, because this is anyway 0, so x plus y plus z will be 1. So only these two equations will confirm us whether we are correct or not. Okay, so if we put z is equals to 0, what do we get? If z is 0, then x plus y should be 1 and 100x. So can you see 100 by 9 and y is minus 1 by 9. No. Yes, minus 1 by 9 will be 0. Okay, z is equals to 0. Okay, and if x is 0, then 10 by 9. Okay. All right. So yes, now what we need to do is we need to solve this. X plus y plus z is equals to 1. And we are having 10x plus 100y plus 1000z is equals to 0. Let us put z is equals to lambda. Let us put z is equals to lambda. The moment I put z is equals to lambda, I'm gonna get x plus y is equals to 1 minus lambda, and 10x plus 100y is equals to minus 1000 lambda. Put z is equals to lambda. And now what we need to do is we need to get the value of x and y in terms of lambda only. So 10x plus. So can I multiply 10 over here or 100 over here? Yes. Let us multiply 100 in the first equation and subtract. So what we are going to get is 100x minus 10x is what? 90x. 100 gone. And this will be equals to 100 minus 100 lambda plus 1000 lambda. So this is 100 minus, you are going to get, so can you see 1000 minus 100 is what? Plus 900 lambda. This is 90x. 0 cancel. So x will be equals to 10 upon 9 plus 10 lambda. Correct? 9 and this 10 lambda. This is your x. Right? So if your z is lambda, if your z is 0, x should be 10 by 9. Right? So for option 1, if I talk about option 1, Q can be the correct answer. Okay? But Q cannot be the correct answer. Why? Because if A is equals to D, then either infinite or no. Either infinite or 0 solution. For this, we have a unique solution. Right? So format is not matching. That's why we have already concluded over here that this option is absolutely correct. First ka Q, fourth ka R. First ka Q, fourth ka R. First का Q, अच्छा फर्स्ट का Q है क्या? सॉरी, फर्स्ट का Q, फोर्थ का R. ओके ओके, यस, फर्स्ट का Q is matching and fourth का R is also matching. Infinite. Okay. There is minus in two equation. Minus है क्या? नहीं नहीं नहीं. Second equation. Which second equation? प्लस है ना, प्लस है और ये उधर जाके माइनस हो गया एंड x प्लस वाई इज इक्वल्स टू 1 माइनस लैम्डा. करेक्ट तो है ये. ओके, एंड व्हाट वी आर डूइंग इज सब्ट्रैक्टिंग. सो 100x माइनस 10x, सो 90x. ये तो गया 100 माइनस 100 लैम्डा माइनस माइनस 1000. करेक्ट, 1000, so this is plus. correct, absolutely correct. okay, so if I talk about फर्स्ट का क्या आंसर है? Q. यस, फर्स्ट का z इक्वल्स टू 0. अगर लैम्डा को 0 रखोगे तो x 10/9 आएगा. लैम्डा को 0 रखोगे तो यस, ये तो ये करेक्ट हो गया ना इसके लिए. दिस इज करेक्ट. ओके मैम, ऑप्शन 2 वुड बी नो सोल्यूशन, राइट? ऑप्शन 2 वुड बी नो सोल्यूशन, यू आर सेइंग. No, you are getting confused. No, one more time, let me just make it clear to you. So A equal to D, that means infinite or no solution. For this particular, what all can be true over here is infinite or no solution, right? So infinite, so P can also be correct, Q can also be correct, R, S, T. So for option 1, P, Q, R, S, T, R, S, T all are open. And the same goes with this P, Q, R, S, T. Please understand. But second and third will actually have what? No solution. So S and S. This is fixed. This is absolutely fixed. Second and third will have no solution. Right? So, Krishi, yes, that's what you're saying. Sorry. Second and third is having no solution. Why it is having no solution? Because A is not equal to D. So if A is not equal to D, then X plus Y plus Z is equals to 0. If this is 0 and this is 1, so can you see at the same time X plus Y plus Z cannot be equal to 1 and 0 at the same time. These are two parallel planes if you observe. That's why these two are no solution, and we have to stop the question right away because the only option which is satisfying second and third S is this. Okay. Sorry, Krishi, that's what you were saying. Chalo. Now let us move on to the last topic. Last question over here from the matrices. I hope that this is clear. Now last question from the matrices. M is given this, then which of the following matrices is equal to M raised to power 2022? Okay, so this is actually absolutely easy peasy question from JEE Advanced 2022. Yes, this is from Advanced 2022. Very easy, absolutely easy. Okay, so what they are saying over here is M is this and M raised to power 2022. So for this is pattern based question. So M is this. Let me write. M is 5 by 2, 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2. Clear? What about M square? So M square will be 5 by 2, 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2. And one more time, let us write 5 by 2, 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2. Shall we proceed? Row 1, column 1. So 25 by 4, minus 9 by 4. 25 minus 9 is 16 by 4. So 4. Okay, now row 1 and row 1, column 1, row 1, column 2. 5 3s are 15 minus 3. 15 minus 3 is 12 by 4. 12 by 4 is 3. Right? Now row 2, column 1. Minus 15 and plus 3. Minus 15 plus 3 is minus 12. Minus 12 by 4 is what? Minus 3. Okay, alright. Last but not the least, row 2, column 2, minus 9 and we are having plus 1. Minus 9 plus 1 is what? Minus 8. Minus 8 by 4 is minus 2. Okay. One thing if you realize over here is, okay, so M square is nothing but, so this is M square. So can you see this and this are exactly reverse of each other, and here also 3 by 2, so minus 3 by 2. Right? So can you see value is equal, but this is positive, this is negative. Now what about M raised to power 3? M raised to power 3 will be 4, 3 minus 3 minus 2. Okay. And we are going to have 5 by 2, 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2. So row 1, column 1. 4 5s are, sorry, this is 3. है ना? 4 3s are 12. 12 by 2 and minus 9 by 2. 12 minus 9 is what? 3. So this is going to be 3 by 2. Okay, sorry. 4 3s are 12 and 3 3s are 9. So 12 by 2 minus 9 by 2. Is it 5 by 2? Sorry, it is 5. 4 5s are 20 minus 9. 20 minus 3 3s are 9. Correct? 4 5s are 20 and 3 3s are 9. M cube ka value, ruko, let me check. 11 by 2. Yes. So we are getting 11 by 2. 4 5s are 20 minus 9. 11 by 2. Then 4 3s are 12 minus 3. So 9 by 2. and this is going to be minus 9 by 2. And what about the last? So this is going to be minus 9 and minus 2. So minus 11 by 2. Is it correct? M cube value, let me check. M cube value is minus 7 by 2 over here. I have done something wrong. So this is going to be minus 9 plus 2. Minus 9 plus 2 is 7. Yes. कहाँ गया? अरे यार, ये क्या हो गया? So yes, 7. 7. Now we need to understand. This is a pattern based question. So we need to understand. Can you see the very first term over here? So 5 by 2 is the first term and 4, and then we are having 11 by 2. So the first term, if I talk about 5 by 2, then we have 4, then we have 11 by 2. So over here, if we check, so we have to add plus 3 by 2 to get 4 and plus 3 by 2 to get 11 by 2. So first term is 5 by 2, right? an will be 5 by 2 plus n minus 1, and d is what? 3 by 2. So this is going to be 5 minus 3, so 1 plus 3n by 2. So basically for m raised to power n, this is going to be 3n by 2 plus 1. Okay, 3n by 2 plus 1. So the moment you put, what you have to figure out? 2022. So the moment you put 2022 over here, so 3 by 2 into 2022 plus 1, that is going to give me 3033 plus 1, 3034. So this could be the correct answer. This could be the correct answer. C and D are wrong. And also one more thing, these two should be same. Yes. So out of A and B, clearly option A is correct. Why? Because can you see the pattern says this is positive, this is positive. So this element throughout is positive. This element throughout is positive, 9 by 2. So that's why this is correct. But what you can do is, if you want to form a pattern, so you can do that as well. 3 by 2, right? Second term, 3 by 2, 3, then 9 by 2. Clearly by looking at this, this is 3 by 2 into n. So this is 3 by 2 into n. And this is minus 3 by 2 into n. Right? And this is 1 minus 3n by 2. Correct. Sorted. Right? So the moment you put 2022, what do you get? M raised to power 2022 is actually matching with option A. Easy peasy. Yes? Clear? Clear? This was in JEE Advanced 2022. Now you just tell me one thing. I want you to solve each and every problem one more time to get a better clarity, and let me know that what do you think, because these are not some previous year questions, these are recent year questions, 2022, 2023. What do you think? Matrices can be, do you think it is scoring? Do you think you would be able to solve questions from matrices and determinants? This is an important chapter, by the way. And can you see how many questions? How many questions in 2023? So many questions, right? 3-4 questions in 2023, 3-4 questions in 2022. Right? So this is again high weighted chapter. You will see at least 2 to 3 questions in your JEE Advanced. So this is an important chapter, and also this is a scoring chapter as well. I agree there are certain questions which might be challenging, right? But overall, if I talk about in general sense, then this is a scoring chapter. Exception can be there. It can be there that out of 10 years, you will get that paper where matrices just determinants, they are giving tough questions, right? But usually, if I go by the previous year trend analysis, it is likely that the questions will be this level only, and this is not a difficult level question, right? Yes? Okay. So that's about it about today's session, and I know that you are talking about algebra and calculus. So we'll be doing the questions from calculus and algebra as well, right? Pattern based questions we will do not worry about that. Now I will take your leave. This is me, Namrata, signing off. I'll see you all super soon.